That's
It's
okay.
recording.
Okay. All right, you want to give me that? Do we all have our pencils? Okay. So I want to show you guys a few pictures and see if you know what they are. Okay.
This is the best thing.
So this is a picture. I want you to look at it. See if you can figure out, or if you have any background knowledge as to what you think it might be. Let's put our pencils down.
It looks like a butterfly.
Looks like a
It
butterfly.
looks like some shell in the sand.
Ooh, like a shell in the sand. That's a good observation. What do you think, Violet? You're not sure? Okay, I have one more for us to look at.
Oh, I know. It's a fish.
It's a fish. Is it alive?
No. It's a skeleton of a fish.
Okay, it's a skeleton. Do you guys know what a word would be called for both of these images?
Oh, they're called skulls.
Okay, skulls. Maybe sit down. Not a skeleton. Sometimes people are really familiar with them from like dinosaurs.
Bones.
They're okay, similar to bones, but this one is a plant. So there's no bones.
How's it a plant?
Do you guys know what they are?
Fossils.
Fossils. All right,
I saw them.
good job. So what do you guys know about fossils?
I saw
Do you know anything about fossils?
they're really soft. Like if you try to break, they can break.
So they're like fragile. Okay. Anybody know anything else about them? What are really popular fossils that you guys have probably heard of before? Yeah? Dinosaur fossils, right? Have you heard of dinosaur fossils before, Aiden? All right. So today, we're going to get a packet. These are the packets we're going to use for the next couple weeks in our interventions. But we're only going to look at this top page today. So do we need to take off the paper clip? No. So I'm going to hand each person a packet. We are not writing on these packets, okay? Why do we have these? Because these are what we're going to use to
so
practice.
You're going to be bringing that?
These are what we're going to use for a while, but she'll probably use them again next year, so that's why we're not going to write on them. I'll give you a piece of paper when we're ready to write, okay? So, our story, Aiden, is called Fossils. And now we know a little bit about fossils, and we've seen a couple, so you can think back to what they look like. I'm going to read the story, and I want you to follow along with your finger. So how could you get ready and show me you're going to follow along with your finger? All right, pull it a little bit closer to you. All right, I'm going to read, make sure you're following along with your finger, Amber. Dinosaurs lived on Earth millions of years ago. Today, we know a lot about them. How do we know so much? We learn about them from people who study the remains of dead plants and animals. Fossils is the name we give to the remains that have become hard and turned to stone. Not every plant or animal becomes a fossil when it dies. Some just dry up under the sun. Strong winds blow away others. For a dead plant or animal to become a fossil, everything must be just right. Sand or mud has to cover the animal or plant quickly. That way, neither the wind nor the sun can destroy it. Then the sand or mud covered turns hard as a rock. Over time, the fossil takes shape. To find fossils, we must dig for them. We might find a bone, a tooth, or a part of a plant. We might even find a footprint. Every find is a clue that tells us a little bit more about life many years ago. All right, I'm going to hand each person a piece of paper. All I want you to do is to put your name on the top and then wait. There you go. All right, so in this group, it'll be fine, it works. In this group for these next couple weeks, we're going to be practicing rap. So who can raise their hand and remind me, what does rap stand for? First we'll look at the R. What does my R in rap stand for? Amber?
Free space.
Restate the question. Okay, so R stands for restate. A. A is for answer. Make sure you're answering what it's asking. Sometimes we don't answer what it's asking, and then we'll get it wrong. And then what's the P stand for, Aiden? Prove with a, remember?
Oh yeah.
D.
D.
I think Amber knows. Can you ask Amber for help? With a detail. There you go. All right, so I'm going to leave this in front of us so that you can look back on it if you get confused for these first couple weeks, all right? So it is still recording. So we're going to do number 2 together as our practice. This is our we do, all right? You guys are going to help me figure out number 2. So on your paper, take your pencil and first put number 2. Sure. All right, let's read number 2. Number 2 asks, why are the sun and the wind a problem when creating new fossils? So the very first thing we want to do is restate. Who thinks they can get a really good restate going for that question? The question is, why are the sun and the wind a problem when creating new fossils? First, we're just going to restate. Aiden, what do you think?
They're bad.
Okay, what are you saying? We need to restate this question.
The sun and wind are a problem when creating new fossils because.
High five. Give me a thumbs up. Do you agree? Was that a good restate? Is that what you would have said?
Yes.
All right, so let's start off by just writing our restate. He said, the sun and the wind are a problem when creating new fossils because. So we're going to write our restate. Remember, sentences start with capital letters. The sun and the wind are a problem. And I'm glad you realized that wouldn't have made sense. You're right. You gotta add another word in there. Our restate was the sun and the wind are a problem when creating new fossils because. Can we read what? We'll talk about that after this is over, okay? Keep going, Amber. If you look down at number 2, it'll help you. All right, Amber, what do you have so far? The sun and the wind are a problem when creating new fossils because. Oh, there won't be a period there because that's just a restate. It's not the end of our sentence. All right, now we have our A. What's our answer? Everybody? What's
The
that?
sun and the wind wait.
Everybody get back in their story. Yep, A is answer our question. So our question is, why are the sun and the wind a problem when creating new fossils? So can you look back at the story and figure out why they're a problem? How do you think you would answer this question? You should be looking back in your story. Don't write anything yet. We're doing this one together. This is our we do. You gotta look back in your story, Amber.
I was getting tired. Strong winds.
Oh, we gotta raise our hand. We're all looking. All right, Violet, how would you answer this question?
The sun and the wind are a problem when creating new fossils because they might fall away.
Awesome. So she looked back in the story and she looked in that second paragraph and it says, not every plant or animal becomes a fossil when it dies. Some just dry up under the sun, or strong winds blow away others. So would that be a problem when creating new fossils? Because the sun can dry them up or the wind can blow them away. So let's make our answer. So far we have the sun and the wind are a problem when creating new fossils because, what do you think? Because the sun can dry them up and the wind can blow them away? Is that true? Does that answer my question? All right, let's write your answer. Because the sun can dry them up and the wind can blow them away. Go, Amber. Just cross it out. Dry. Amber, you need to not make sure. Just write your answer. All right, you've erased a lot.
I did it.
Because the sun what?
The sun dried
What?
the frost.
Because the sun dries them up and the wind.
Blow them away.
Keep writing your answer, please.
It's what?
A-W-A-Y. If you're waiting, I want you to look back on the story and see if you can find a detail for our P and wrap. How can we prove it? Did you get it written? All of it? Look back in your story and find a detail.
I know.
looking for a P for your rap.
Can I write it now?
Not yet, we're gonna do this one together. All right, Aiden, what do you think you have for a P?
For a dead plant or animal to become a fossil, everything must be just right.
All right.
Sand or mud has to cover the plant or the animal or plant quickly.
All right, so far we have the sun and the wind are a problem with creating new fossils because the sun can dry it up, and the wind can blow them away. So that's the end of our first sentence. Now our proof is going to be the next sentence. He gave me two. I liked one a little bit more than the other. So I don't want to write both of those sentences. What do you think? He said, for a dead plant or animal to become a fossil, everything must be just right. Then the second sentence was, sand or mud has to cover the animal or plant quickly. So which one would prove on why sun and wind cause problems when creating a new fossil? So if they're exposed to sun and wind, it's a problem. So how do we know that? How are they created? Which one would you use, Violet? The second one? Sentence one, for a dead plant or animal to become a fossil, everything must be just right. Two, I like two as well. Sand or mud has to cover the animal or plant quickly. Does that prove that sun and wind are not good? All right, that's your second sentence, so make sure you have a period after away. If you forgot what it says, it's in your book or in your story. Sand or mud have to cover the animal or plant quickly. In your third paragraph. So you need to get ready. Sand or mud have to cover the animal or plant quickly. Come on, Violet. What do you have so far, Violet? Need to cover the plant or animal quickly. All right, let's go. Cover. There's an R at the end of cover. Cover the plant and animal quickly. Animal. You need to sit up. Focus at the end of your sentence. All right. You are going to do number one by yourself. Let's read number one together. So you're going to read it with me. Ready? How do people find fossils? So you need to do your rap for how do people find fossils. I suggest you go back and reread. You're going to do this one independently. All right? So don't skip over. That's going to be a little hard to read. Okay. So you need to label it number one, just like we did for two. You need to restate how do people find fossils, answer, and prove. No, you're restating. So if you restate, would you start with how? You're gonna have to leave it though. You're doing the whole thing. No, you're doing this entire thing by yourself. I'm sorry, I'm not sure if I made that clear. You are doing a wrap for the first question. You have to restate, answer, and prove. Now what do you need to do? Are you looking back in your story and where to find the answer? No. The question is, how do people find fossils? Did you do R, A, and P, Bennett? Did you restate, answer, and prove? You don't know. All you gotta do is find a detail in the story that supports your answer. Did you do R, A, and P?
One more to go.
All right. Doing okay? All right, your time's about up, Amber. You need to make sure you have an answer. Did you look back in your story? Don't worry about it. Doesn't need to be perfect, but I would suggest you look at the last paragraph, Amber. do people find fossils? What do they do?
They did.
You need to write your answer.
The figure was collecting the components. I will take it to him before the
Okay. You give me your packets first. Alright, we're gonna go over these next time because this took a little bit longer than I expected, which is fine. Today was our first day reviewing this.
Mom will be better at it.
Next time, yep, on Monday. Alright, I'm gonna keep these. Alright, you may line up at the door. Push your chair in, please. Aiden, don't forget your pencil.
We're going to try
Oops, Aiden, push your chair in.
it. Oh, the rain last